everybody, this is Ilah Renzi with Subconsciously Speaking. And today is part 2 of my grief segment. The last episode was about grief, and I brought in my producer for Vanessa Talks to come in to talk about her grief. And if you have missed that, by all means, go watch it. We did talk about the raw side of grief, the shock, the waves, the strange quiet that fills the house that was once full of laughter. And if you're joining me again, or joining us again, thank you. Thank you for walking with us. If you're hearing this for the first time, just know that this episode stands as a companion, the light that begins to sleep and after the darkness starts to soften.
So Ilah, last time you said something that stuck with me, and about wanting to one day look at photos and smile instead of crying. Okay, I remember that same hope after losing my husband, and it's amazing how one day it just shifts. There's a shift that happens. Not because the pain disappears, because it will never disappear, but because love learns a different language.
It's so beautiful. It does learn. It changes. Love changes form. I'm loving something. I remember, and I don't know if I should share this, but the other night I'm laying there and I'm facing Mike's side of the bed, and I remember just taking my hand over his air, kind of thing, like we would do. Now it was, I don't know what that was, and I of course cried myself to sleep again. It's helping you from holding someone's hand to holding a memory in just a much gentler way. I used to think healing meant getting over it, and many people do, and we are told, get over it. But now I see it more as growing around it. I read somewhere that grief never really leaves. It just teaches you how to carry it better. And I like that. In these past few weeks, I've started noticing little things, laughter that doesn't sting, like with my sister-in-law, the way the sun still rises when I don't feel ready for the morning. The smallest things become messages from our universe. You're still here. Keep breathing.
It's for me. I started noticing too that anytime I would laugh at something new, or I would feel happy, it wasn't erasing anything. It wasn't erasing what I lost. It almost like if it was honoring it. Honoring it, like saying that you're giving me the ability to still feel joy. I'm allowing myself to
feel that,
feel joy.
and that's so beautifully said. Absolutely. Let's talk about the living connection, if you will, continuing bonds. For some, it's through talking to them out loud. For others, it's writing letters, planting a tree, or even carrying something small in your pocket that reminds you of them. What is it for you?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so there is a song that to this day I can't listen to.
Oh.
It
You don't have to say what the song is.
It's okay. I won't.
If you don't have to.
And it's Carrie Underwood.
Oh.
And it's a really strong one, and
It hits.
It hit while I was on the phone telling my friend what had happened. I was in the car driving, and that song came on. And so that I lost it, and every time that song comes on, it really does take me to that car drive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we gotta, that's loud.
Yeah.
There are songs from our wedding, because we had only been married 4 months, and it's only been a few months.
Yes.
It's still early.
It's
And
still
all
early.
those songs that I had picked for our wedding, I can't listen to them. I even had one written for us, the one that I walked down the aisle. It's on a little recorder that sits on my fridge. You can push the button and listen to that. So I can't do that. But it for me, the thing that I miss the most is our humor.
Mm-hmm.
Mike was just a funny guy, and something ridiculous would happen. I can just hear him saying, "You see," just like he would say something, and I'm, sometimes I carry the proverbial blonde roots, and he'll just look at me. I was like, I don't get it, and he's like, whoosh, he didn't have to explain it. Now it's not funny anymore, but the fact that it's not funny anymore makes it funny. So I don't get it. It's like, I'm very literal. You're being a little evasive there, or whatever that is.
That's funny.
So yeah, he would find that. And then he had this funny voice that he did. He did like a lisp voice. It was so funny. He would just talk, and we called him Lispy Larry. It was just his alter ego.
He had a bunch of names, didn't he? You guys had a bunch of names for him, didn't you guys?
Well, I always called him Michael, but for him, that was his name, Lispy Larry. And he did this voice with the kind of like a lispy voice. I had to give it. I always thought I should record this. He could have made millions on this voice as a voiceover, right? It was just too funny. I realize grief can change, and there's shifts that we have within. It's something I was just sharing with a girlfriend. I've realized grief rearranges the furniture of our soul. You're still the same person, but nothing sits in the same place. And somewhere in that rearranging, you find strength you didn't know you had. And people do. They're telling me, "Oh, Ilah, you're so strong." Gosh, I don't feel very strong.
Yeah.
I don't feel it. I mean, I'm living my day to day. But yeah, I'm gonna take a day off here.
And it's okay to do that.
Yes, I took several days off at the beginning, and I've just been on the gas ever since. And it's like, and I'm going on a cruise in a few months.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be fun.
Yeah, a friend of mine does. She does them all year long. She's been doing it for years, and it was really super inexpensive. So
there you go.
Just a 5-dayer to Catalina and
Ooh,
Ensenada.
Yes.
So yeah, well,
that's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
that'll do you good. Yeah, that'll be real good. So yeah, there you go. And there is a point where the numbness it turns to gratitude, and it's not that you're grateful that they're gone. It's just you're grateful for the time that you got to spend with them.
Oh yeah, they were here, and they got. I look at Michael and me. I got the best of him. Our 4 years and 10.5 months.
Yeah.
I got the best of him. Gratitude becomes the new heartbeat. That's when I'm thinking therapy, especially hypnotherapy, begins to take root. Just getting that new heartbeat. I'm not quite ready to go into counseling. What I am doing is highly recommended grief support.
Yes.
I mean, I don't care what phase of grief you're in. It could be yesterday. It could have been 6 years ago or 15 years ago. There is actually, like in Visalia, it's called Grief Share. You can go to griefshare.org. They're a nonprofit, and they have classes. They're 12 weeks long, and they meet in different churches or whatever. And you can go at any time. You don't have to start at the beginning. They do it in the spring and they do it in the fall. And if you're interested, let me know, or just go Monday night at Gateway Church, and it starts at 6:30 on the button, and they go until 8 o'clock on the button. And it's if you watch a little video, you start to see part of what you're going through in all these testimonies of people. I kept thinking, oh, a video, but no, they've been very helpful.
Nice.
I was like, wow, this has actually been good. So I keep going back because it's been very helpful. So
that.
yeah,
I think that might have been one of my things. You said it's too soon to start doing the therapy and all that. I'm the Army. When you're dealing with the Army, you're dealing with like structure to the max, right? So they're here. It's the funeral, and it's like let's do this. So it's really all during that, maybe even a week of the passing to the funeral to the sergeant comes and stays with me and gets me through all the things. And that's when all of that was set up. So it probably was just too soon for any of that.
And we'll talk. Maybe you can come with me next Monday.
For sure. Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. You get to meet some cool people. A lot of them are much older than me. They've been married 60 years and they lost their spouse or whatever. But it's nice to listen to wisdom. So I now ask questions of their wisdom, and that gives them more of a connection to stay put,
Absolutely.
Listen to the wisdom of the elderly. When grief is fresh, the conscious mind is in survival mode. How do I get through the day? How do I make coffee without crying? It's going to make everybody cry. I had gotten us, when we got married, these 2 coffee cups, and it says on one, let's have coffee together. Let's have coffee every morning for the rest of our life. So the next morning I wake up and the handle broke off of one of them. Well, that's interesting. I've not used them. I put the handle inside and I just set them, and they've been sitting there for 2 months. I haven't touched them. But it's like, how do I get through the coffee days? I don't make a pot of coffee. I just do 1 cup and I'm usually fine. Therapy in those early days might not land because the mind hasn't caught its breath. And I think that's where I'm at. But as time passes and the emotions become less raw, hypnosis or hypnotherapy can be an incredible tool. It can gently guide the subconscious mind to rest, releasing guilt, quieting the loop of what ifs, helping you sleep again, breathe again, live again. Sleep is my hardest. You know, I don't take sleeping aids, maybe a couple melatonins, and I have these phototherapy patches, but I'm not taking drugs. No, that would be too easy. Valium would be too much fun.
Yeah, then you get stuck in
that mode, and through hypnotherapy, people can safely revisit memories, transform the emotional associations, and re-anchor their loved one's memory in peace rather than pain. Oh, there is so much physical pain and grief. We'll get to that in just a second. It helps the subconscious understand that love isn't gone, it's changed.
Absolutely. And it creates a space where you can still feel connected, but without the suffering attached.
Right.
Kind of like clearing the signal, going from static to a clear signal.
A clear signal, exactly. And it allows the nervous system to remember calm. Because I've had calm before. Okay, and it's there. So it just needs to readjust to the new calm. It helps the heart learn to coexist with the loss, not erase the loss. Helps us integrate it, because grief doesn't end, it just evolves. And you've been through it, you've been in it for years, over a decade for yourself, and new things are popping up for whatever reason. And I hope I get to help you process that.
I do too.
If you're grieving, know this, everyone. You're not broken. You are bending towards a new version of yourself, one that holds the love and memories and the lessons, all within the same heart. Let the tears come, let the laughter return when it's ready. And remember, as the verse says, he sets an end to the darkness. Until next time, may you find peace in your own rhythm of healing. For sure. Thank you for being with me today.
Thank you so much for inviting me. This was a very healing episode.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah.
Both of them.
Is there anything else you'd like to say to my people?
I say if you are dealing with grief, and like you mentioned, I think it was in the first part, grief comes from so many different things.
Yes.
A loss of a relationship, a move,
a divorce,
anything like that.
Yeah.
And of course death, but be prepared for that healing process and welcome that healing process.
A support group.
Yes.
You got to have a support group.
Absolutely. Don't stay sheltered in. That was my big thing. My family would come and check on me to make sure I was alive. I had a cousin who would come and check. She's like, I just came to make sure you were still alive.
Oh, wow.
And don't let yourself get there.
To a point where people have to feel they have to do that.
Yeah.
My son asked me
that.
that.
Don't let yourself get there.
My son was saying, Mom, are you
Yeah.
okay? I'm like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I love life. Mike and I love life. I mean, I don't feel a sense of anything, I should be anything naughty.
Yeah.
I feel good in that I can progress. I hate that he's not here. So I'm diving into my work, and I have 2 little puppies at home that just, keep me grounded, moving forward. You ready for some spaghetti?
That's all we can do.
More spaghetti?
Let's have some spaghetti, and God bless all of you guys.
Yes. Take care, and if you have any questions about grief, or if you'd like to know more about hypnotherapy, you can call me, 559-749-4803. You can go to my website at centralvalleyhypnotherapy.com and just put in a request for me to call you. If I see it and it's not too late at night, I'll call, or I'll send an email, or I'll call the very next day.
Yeah.
Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend.